Hey everybody, it's Miss Shaw. Sorry I've been away for a while, but I've been busy teaching and stuff, and I just got a break and was able I was trying to think of what can I make for you guys, because I made a lot of stuff I've already made. But I also know that sometimes we get food and we don't know what to do with it. Well, today I'm actually going to make food that for me is absolutely free. And you're going, Miss Shaw, wait, you work, but you got food that's free. How can that be? Well, a friend of mine went to a food giveaway, okay? And he got some food, and he said, you know what? Do you want any? I'm like, sure, I'll take it. Less money for me to pay. I don't have to go out and buy this food. So I got a bunch of food, and I'm like, okay, what can I do with it? Now I had some ideas. And so most of the food I got, I'm actually going to use today. One of the items, which actually of all the food I have, there's about 4 items I'm not going to use today. One is the pear. The second one is I got a box of raisins. I've been eating them as a snack. The third item is elbow macaroni. I actually made that for a friend of mine. I used that for mac and cheese. She had some stuff going on and her family loves mac and cheese. And the spaghetti pasta. Okay? So those are the 4 things that I'm not going to use from this bag of food I got. But everything else I am using. Okay? And it came directly from this bag. So right now I'm starting to boil some water. I'm going to use these noodles. I'm going to put them in. You're like, why are you going to do that, Miss Shaw? Well, when I was looking at everything, I was like, this would be good. And I'm also going to use the vegetarian soup that I got. The 2 cans of beans I got. But just wait. And I'm going to use the tomato sauce and the sweet corn. Now you're looking at me going, Miss Shaw, how did you come up with this? Well, first thing is you just think in your mind of things that you want to do or something you may think would be great. And then you're like, okay, let's do it. Now this is completely free. I didn't pay for it. I don't have sponsors. This is a free channel. And why not? Now, I do work with some students that actually get free food that's taken home, and they feel so embarrassed by it. I don't want you feeling embarrassed. Listen, free food, I'm cooking it, I'm going to eat it. You know, it's less money that I have to spend, and also it's food, and you're getting nourishment. So don't feel bad, okay? That's the thing I go with. I'll tell you right now, a lot of teachers and a lot of teaching assistants and a lot of teachers' aides and a lot of people who actually do work are going to these food pantries to get food because they don't have enough money to go out and buy the food. So they're getting it for free and they're trying their best with what they have. And that's great. And that's fine. I think that's perfect, really. You're trying your best. So if you get food, you don't like it, take it home. You don't have to use, like if they give you the box of mac and cheese with the cheese sauce in it, and you don't like mac and cheese, take the cheese sauce out. Use the macaroni you got that is in there, cook it up, and do something else with it, okay? So I'm going to pause this video. For you, it'll be this. And I'm going to get everything ready. I'm going to wait for the water to boil. Okay? Just give me a minute. All right, everybody. The water is starting to boil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the noodles and put them all in. Okay? Now, if I don't use all the cooked noodles, I can use it for something else. Okay? So I'm going to put it in. Now, these noodles are to be cooked for 8 to 10 minutes, okay? Let me bring that up just a bit, okay? So, 8 to 10 minutes means that that's how long it's going to take for them to get what they need to. You don't overcook. You can undercook a little bit if you like them what's called al dente. But I'm going to go with fully cooked. Now, if I don't use all the noodles, I'll take some of the noodles I'll use them for something else because I have an idea if I don't use the noodles, what I could do them for. Okay? So while this is boiling, I'm going to pause this, set the timer, and open the cans up so that when I drain them, it'll be all done. I also want to tell you, I do have a colander or a strainer, whatever you call it, something that will drain the water from the noodles out. Okay? And that's already put in my sink because I like everything done as much early as possible, or get things ready as soon as I can. Okay, so I'll be right back. All right, the noodles are done. They've been strained. They're going to just sit in the strainer for a bit while I start adding all the stuff to it. So I'm going to add the corn. Now I'm using the same pot I used to actually do the noodles in because I don't like doing dishes and having a lot of dishes around. I'm going to add. Now, do I care how you add everything? No. Whatever comes to being, you just add. I do want to tell you, this vegetable I'm having, it's condensed, so usually you add water. But I'm not going to add water to the condensed soup because there's going to be a lot of water that's going to be added through the other cans as well. And you kind of heard some water came out. Okay. Okay. So let me scooch around here. So everything's added. The vegetable soup, which looks like it has some alphabet noodles in it. I feel like calling it alphabet vegetable soup. Okay. The corn, the tomato paste, the beans. Everything's added. So you can almost say this is a vegetarian style. Vegan, I don't know. It's not vegan unless you use special pasta. But for this, it's vegetarian, okay? So I'm adding everything together. Now, you may go, Miss Shaw, does it taste good? We're going to find out. A lot of times cooking is science. It's experimenting. It's also an art form. You're learning as you're going and stuff. So I know in my past times of cooking that usually a lot of things are going together. And I'm trying it out. So what I'm going to do is, if you have to be like quick on doing stuff, one thing I do say is always start with your temperature on low and then raise it up, okay? And don't raise it up unless you know you're going to be exactly in the kitchen and you're not going to be distracted, okay? So I'm going to raise this up. I'm going to let this warm up because mostly a lot of the food there is already cooked with the can. So we're going to just warm it up. And what I'm going to do is actually, I'll have you right here with me. I'm going to take the noodles. I'm going to put them right in. Well, should have kept the spoon with me. Sometimes it works where you can just add the noodles right then and there. Other times it's like you gotta grab the spoon. So I'm just going to add all the noodles. I'm making the executive decision. After I add them, I mix them all up. Now, I will say it's going to look kind of weird because this is the first time I'm doing it. Okay. And the black bean sauce that I didn't drain it has this, looks like it has that tint to it. So, while I'm learning with you, maybe next time I may drain the black beans and rinse them off and then put them in before I put them in with the, with everything. Okay? But it kind of does look really nice. And it feeds a lot of people. If I have to tell you, like, of this pot, it's filled up to about here. So it's kind of like a little bit more than halfway done. Halfway, okay? Maybe on you it's halfway. But this can feed a big family. Or a family that has a lot of hungry people. Okay? I'm going to grab my bowl. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Okay? Now you're like, wait, it might not be all done. I will tell you it may need more minutes. Okay. So this is how it looks. I don't know how you can see it or how it's coming through. I am going to taste it. And this is how chefs usually do. Instead of putting it in a plate, they will just take it out and sample it. This time I wanted to show you. Not too bad. I don't like cooked carrots, and this has cooked carrots in it. But everything else seems okay. Not bad. For some, it may need some seasoning. But for overall, not bad at all. So, a free meal. What can go wrong? Well, kind of stuff. But, you know, a nice free meal. And it doesn't taste too bad. But everybody has different tastes, different how they like things. So some may say, it might need this or it may need that and stuff. And with that, you can add to it. So anyways, take care of yourself, everybody, and enjoy a meal. And I'll see you the next time I'm able to. Okay. Love you, and also be kind to each other. Be wise, be helpful. And right now, we're going from our cold season into our warmer season, so I'm in a t-shirt. I was cold earlier, and now I get to open the windows up, but then later on it's going to be cold again. Oh well. That's the weather where I live. Anyways, take care now, everybody. Bye.